have to be aware of what we're going to talk about today. We've had so much news flow besides economic numbers. We have geo stuff. We have everything going on. Um, we have a president under duress with Epstein and Putin and
Yeah,
so much going on, Steve. And
it's crazy.
people have asked us to do this every month or two or three we get together. But you traded the gold like a champion. I remember I was looking for more of a correction, but I didn't stay stubborn. And once we pulled back to
NASDAQ to
33.30.
bazooka block. Sorry, that's a bazooka block in NASDAQ. I don't know if you guys heard that.
Oh, okay, all right, a bazooka block.
That's important actually. It came right
Yeah,
out of that
yeah,
resistance.
yeah. So it was really
Oh, that's
silver that
interesting.
when the market's on the verge of breaking down, and then the next day it just stuffs people that traded the.
Yeah.
You just have to go with it. The older I got, the less stubborn I am. So, W.D. Gant said, if you don't learn how to change your mind, you won't have any change left. And he's right, because I
Oh,
used to not
especially in these
change my
markets.
mind.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
especially.
so everyone loves gold now, Steve. And it's not a contrarian call to be bullish gold. I think some people are talking about 3,700 gold. Do you have much higher targets going
Yesterday I
forward?
gave yesterday I gave right there 36.40. Like here's the chart. I'll show you.
Yeah,
I hit it to the tick too. So this is what I posted to people in the community, and these were levels that said, and I didn't like it. Like I got out right here. I'm like, you know what? It's in my band. And gold, this is the thing about gold, it loves to rally, and then you'll get a hard move down and then a hard move up. They do those hard moves down in gold because a lot of people that buy gold, they'll never sell. They never sell. They end up going
great
all in
point.
at the top, and then they know this because of all the people buy gold, buy gold, buy gold, buy gold. So they end up buying gold when it's already taken off. They don't want to miss the move. It's going to 5,000, and they buy over here, and then you get and then it goes back up, right? They go in probably with margin. It's just I don't know. I see a similar character. Like I'm gonna bring this up gold here. We were looking for 33.40 back in the middle of May. Once it
Yeah,
took this out, I'm like, okay, here we go. They're gonna do it again. And this is the scary move, right? Would they shake the tree,
right.
right? Back up. Oh, it's gonna go. Shake the tree, boom. But look how many times they shook the tree. So when you said you were looking lower for gold, I don't blame you because like just look at this. It's peaked. The oscillator was up there. It could have went either way. They were making it extremely difficult within the last couple of months. We had a massive move since January in gold, as you all know. Gold has been on a tear since the new year, on a tear. And we called it, by the way. We said, do you remember in January, that podcast, the miners
Yeah,
are going to shine this year. It's
yeah, that
gold's
was
time to shine because every industry had its day except the miners and gold. Back since 2020, the markets had their day. Tech,
right.
everything did. Oil, Nat Gas went to $10. Oil even flew. Everything had their day except gold and silver. And everybody was like, what about gold? Do you remember?
Yeah,
Because everybody's long gold. And then they kind of gave up. And we've seen sentiment in gold and silver in the beginning of the year. No one wanted it. Do you
you're
remember we're
right.
talking about? We're like, we want it. No one wants the miners. We
The
want it.
headline,
And look what
yeah, yeah, the headline of the show was even gold bulls hate the miners.
happened. It's been
Yeah,
on a tear. So you get these moves where it's just it's look at this. Like look at this. What's it going to do? What's it
yeah.
going?
I thought it could be distribution, but
Yeah,
when it
yeah.
and I actually made money being short off some of these pullbacks here. Okay, but it felt like tough money. I never got the follow through or the breakdown I needed, and it would close bad, and then the next day start up and just go.
See
So
that?
I finally, Steve. Sometimes you have to be the wrong way to know to turn to be the right way. If you're in a market and it's always tough money, you have to grind it out, and they're high risk counter trend trades, and they
Yeah,
don't pay off big. That's kind of a market message that you're fighting the flow.
Yeah, but look, there's trade. Like when you trade, you do an intraday trade. It doesn't go your way. You stop out. You were looking lower. These markets can change in 2 minutes. So not everybody's going to get everything. Like I've said it, guys. I like lower. If this breaks, that's it. It's not going to happen. Go the other way. And
Right.
you could lose on a position going down. And then once you go the other way, you're in the green. So, like
Yeah.
I said, with trading, as you well know, Dale, because and I want to make this clear. Like out of everybody that I've seen on X, this is a true, like anybody listening. Dale, I've seen you since 2015, 2016. You have a guy, same with me. You have a guy, I'm saying with you, Dale. And this is why I love doing the show with you, because from somebody doing charts every single day, and I see your tweets every single day, you bring up not just one security, multiple securities, which you do for the trading community, which is huge. To have someone constantly look at charts every day, specific securities as well, you learn a lot. So that's why I respect you I know that you're doing your I've been looking at you for 10 years every single day religiously bringing up charts. This you're getting better and better every single day. And that's what I'm saying to people that are watching this. And I hope, when you watch shows and you see, if you watch these podcast shows, you got to look at the person and say, has this guy been posting charts every day? Is this guy actually doing things every day? You go extraordinary and do a show, talk to different traders, pick their brains. So I enjoy speaking with you in these shows, Dale. And when you said we do these once in a while, I really enjoy speaking with you in charts. I just wanted to say
Oh,
that to you. I've never said that to you before, so I'm saying it now. But anyways,
yeah,
let's go back to charts.
I appreciate it. Yeah,
No, Dale,
you know,
it's you've made some spectacular calls, like big time. That's
well,
impressive.
I'm
The
starting to
way I
get
look at it, it's because
I'm starting
you're
to get
doing
the hang
charts
of it.
every day. You're looking at these charts every single day from what I've looked at 10
A
years.
hundred years,
That's huge.
hundred
Yeah, but
years.
that's a lot of work, Dale. If you put all
Yeah,
the hours in, how many hours is that? That's thousands of hours
yeah,
of screen time, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's pretty impressive.
And
Very
and
impressive.
and you know what? I've added to, screen time is where we gain our experience. So
Absolutely.
I'm not going to plug, wherever I am. I'm with a place that does a subscription. You have a room, but I don't care where you go. But as long as you're doing this screen time,
Yeah.
to surround yourself with great traders that are better than you, and to be able to watch them and see what they see and
Hmm.
pick their brain makes that screen time 10 times more valuable.
Yeah. I
Okay,
kind of
so
I, I kind
yeah,
of look at these charts like a video game. When you're on a video game and you want to
yeah,
pass certain it's things change, different
yeah.
characters, markets, different market. Like, you got to feel. That's why I like trading, Dale, like only specific securities. Because if I don't really know how a security move, I can't trade it because I don't know how it moves. I got to analyze it. It's like you got to analyze it because gold trades different than oil trades different than that gas. That gas, you got sporadic moves like and I suggest anybody trading that gas, you're like, you need 3 years at max minimum. Like there's a lot of people that start out trading Dale and they're trading that gas, and I'm like, listen, you could do whatever you want.
I'm changing the name of Nat
Do
Gas
not
from
trade that. If you think trading that gas trades like an indice, look at Nat Gas like the VIX because
yeah,
like the VIX. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen Nat Gas from $10. That was one of the worst moves I ever did, Dale. When I went to $10, I'm like, this thing's gonna get killed, and I go, this thing's going to $3. I've seen it before, and I covered at like 850. I'm like, it's the trader in me. You
Yeah.
just take intraday trades. It was one of those trades where I just want to hold it. It always does go. Back in the day, if you ever see Nat Gas over 6 and they
Yeah,
pound it, that's when it goes to like $1.50.
yeah.
Those come every 5, 6 years. Now I'm like, well, I'll wait for the next one. But let's talk gold, I guess, Dale. I got a 3750 here, Dale.
Okay.
I think it hits probably non-farm payrolls. I said today, I think it's going to go into chop mode. The gold loves to wait for the non-farm payrolls. It's already made its move. There is bazooka blocks here, which are these buys or sells? Hard to tell. The price is above it now, but I think it's going to hit 37.50 tomorrow, Dale. I think it's on par.
Okay.
Now I can do
So
a
you're
dump.
looking for, so tomorrow's a big day. The dollar's waiting for it. The 10-year yield is making new lows under 420. So the market's, I think, sniffing out what may not be a good number, and even the expectation
Yeah,
isn't that great. But
yeah.
here's a point I heard from Ryan, a trader friend of mine, is that I know we're not getting triple digit job growth, but even if it's 30,000, it's still not contracting. It's still growing at
Mhm.
a slower pace, which you could extrapolate to eventually job losses coming in, but there's still job gains. So, but the market seems to be waiting on this move, dollar wise, stock index wise. Tomorrow seems to be a kind of an important inflection point day
Very.
in, into the blood moon, the
Yes.
full moon, blood moon this
Everything's
weekend.
lining up.
Yeah. So
Uh,
where's your head at on stock indexes? Because the S&P's made new highs without the Nasdaq for the first time in a while, about a week ago.
yeah, it was
Nas,
weird.
yeah,
Yeah,
that was a shift in
yeah.
behavior, and
It's
I think
it
it's mainly
is.
due to like maybe Nvidia and some of the AI stocks that were taking a little air out of them.
Yeah,
So
I see. I have the video up here. I like to look at NVIDIA just to get a.
it's the whole market, Steve, right?
Yeah,
If you're getting
exactly.
a video right, you get the market right,
Yeah, yeah.
right? All right,
Yeah.
let's see what you're looking
So
at
this
here.
gold, Dale, if it gets here, I'm going to take a short here. I think it's going to get pummeled from here. Like
Okay.
pummeled,
I
but the site's still intact. Like, look, guys, from 37.50, this could go all the way to 33.40. It's still bullish.
could go to
People don't
3,000.
understand. Yeah, and you
Yeah.
want for higher gold. I used to tell people, gold, you want corrections. You understand? And look at these major corrections on how high they go, right? So
Yeah.
correction, boom. So it's these breathers that get these nice moves higher, but it's tough still because, like I said, they like with these metals, especially silver too, you get sporadic moves to the upside, but you still get those types of moves that you have to the upside, and you get the same moves to the downside, even more violent. And
Yeah.
I think they do that a lot of overnight moves to shake the tree and margin call people, and that's where you get these bazooka blocks in because it provides the liquidity for those institutions. But
we just made new highs. If you were a bear, you could say that first decline that we had in I don't know what year, in April of last year. Oh, it was April of this year. That we just made new highs. That was A, and this is B, and then we get a C that could even take out that low of 32.10. So I agree with you. I think it's 90% bulls.
yeah,
42 was a target in silver for quite some time. We almost got there yesterday. So I could tell you smell
yeah,
the
it's
euphoria and you want to fade it.
yeah. Look, I'm not going to marry it. If it gets to 37.50 and it drops 100 points, I'd probably cover it. Like if it gets back
Okay.
to if it got here tomorrow, a pump
Yeah.
and dump where it just goes here and then it goes all the way back to my L, I'm out.
Yeah. I'm
And that's the
thinking
beauty.
680.
Yeah.
680. So,
Like this is support. It could even go here tomorrow, 3,500, 3510 area, which is these major, this is major support here, right here,
okay.
because
All
there's
right.
bazooka. Like they're going to probably come in here again. So they could do a dump and then go in for the final squeeze. And then next week, maybe, you
Yeah.
know, they
Soon
just get,
we're in the fall. I think there's going to be a lot of turning points
but it's still got
here.
room. Look at this. This thing's got room still, eh?
Yeah.
Lots. So I'm looking for a pullback maybe from here and then back up again
And then
if
you're
it pays
looking to
out.
short. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So
So, where's your head at on the SPOOs?
okay, let's bring it up. You want to do NASDAQ?
Yeah, sure.
It's interesting, NASDAQ, Dale. 'Cause I talked about this yesterday.
That it didn't make
This
a
is
new
so
high.
weird. It's right in the middle. We got chop. Now
Right.
look at this. I got two targets. I couldn't believe this. Here's an upside target. Here's a downside. So they're keeping this in this range. They're
In the
playing ping
box.
pong with my tickets.
Right.
Look at this. To the tick hit, to
Yeah.
the tick hit, to the B pivot, to the downside, to the tick hit for the B pivot to the upside. But it's still intact for the upside, and it's still intact for the downside. So
Yeah.
they're making it extremely confusing here. Like these are disgusting moves. Like, look at this, Dale. Like, this is disgusting. Oh, boom. Oh, like they're
Yeah.
waiting for the non-farm payrolls. So you got bazooka blocks here that came in. Very, very big institutional player came in here and they got above it. And while we were on the call earlier, your NASDAQ bazooka block, and that was this year. So do they come back up and test this area tomorrow? I don't know.
Good.
I think they do. I think they do. I think this B pivot's going to hold. I like that my lower band's curled, and I think they're going to come up to my upper band. They just love to play ping pong between my bands as well. They overshoot here, they overshot here. So I think they're going to get up here. If they take out the 23,800, very high probability 24060
Yeah.
hits,
Go
which is
ahead.
weird. This is what I want to bring up. The T target to the upside matches this high to the tick. The T target to the downside matches this low to the tick. It's so weird. I've never seen this. I've seen this maybe a couple years ago, this kind of same setup. I remember, like, this is pure math here. This is crazy.
Yeah.
It's controlled. It looks like this is like very rare that I have a T that matches the low and a T that matches the high, and it's in the middle. So they're confusing everybody.
Okay.
They
Well,
pop it, it goes here. If it goes here, I'll probably take a short. If it goes here, I'll go long. That's what I'm doing for tomorrow. Today, I'm not really looking to trade unless I get towards the close. I see some move because I'm really looking at the close lately. I like when it gets near the close, I get some good setups and I just ride it and for like a couple of minutes and I'm out. And that's what I like. By the way, I like to sleep at night, Dale. You know what I mean? So I don't
yeah.
like to hold positions overnight. Very rare do I do. Uh, I turn on my computer every day and I go to war. And I'm very patient and I wait a lot. I have my music blaring. I got my wife here. We talk. And then when the setup presents itself, I take some shots. And
All right.
that's the way I do it. And it's less
Well,
stressful and you get to sleep at night, which I like.
all right. Well, I tell you what, I heard that you were starting to see big blocks in the energy sector about
Yes.
a week or so ago, and
I like
I was looking for a cycle low in natural gas towards the end of August. Okay,
yeah, no.
so when I know you're looking at uh, when when you're looking at something that I'm looking for, it gives me a lot more conviction. So, did you unshare?
This is a big
Uh,
setup here, Dale. I'll give you guys a little trick. This is big. Yesterday, when I did my daily video, the price was here overnight. I said, look, folks, I wouldn't be surprised they come back down to test my red line. They love this red line and test these bazooka blocks.
mm.
It's below my lower band. The upper band's up. This is where you get a big move.
Yeah, and everyone's bearish the
This is
energy,
where you get a big move. This is
especially WTI. If you pull it out, it really is still a bullish looking chart.
that's
If you
right.
go back to the lows before the Iranian
Yeah.
situation,
They're
so
not making it easy though, that's for sure. But
no,
I've seen you got bazooka blocks all here, which to me look like a accumulation. They defended it right now.
yeah,
They're chopping it away. And when you see this oil, like this is coming from experience. I've been looking at oil for 15 years religiously every single day. So I see a lot of things with oil because I do oil every day, do not gas every day, just like you do those charts every day, Dale. whether you're looking at those charts or not, your subconscious is picking up things that you might not even realize, but you do. You look at the same chart every day. You look at same patterns every day, even though the market changed. You see things and you remember it because you've seen it so many times. This is one of those situations where I'm like, look, they're most likely going to come back and visit this block area. And I was going to take a long here, but I was getting ready for the show. I really wanted this long right here. I was waiting for it, Dale. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this is it. But it's already
Well,
bounced. So
okay.
I think they're going to rip this. I think this stays intact. I think 6130 stays intact. If this gets taken out, then they might waterfall it. 5950 would be the next target. If it got to 5650, I'm doing oil options
Okay.
100% if it got here. But I think this is going to hold. I like that the bazooka blocks are here. I like now that it came to test these bazooka blocks, which it loves to do, kind of like here, right? You got blocks here, it came back up, and then the slaughter. Is this the trap? My red is above the gray, which is a trend change. The You got a beach ball underwater type of event, a divergence as well for you got everything looking for higher. At least they could get to 70-50. Very minimal. I
Okay.
think it's if there's a trigger, which I think did you see the report yesterday? You see how they start this? Did you see the report yesterday, Dale? There's a report out that Iran has been enriching uranium the fastest in history right now. It came out yesterday.
Yeah, there's been
They're on
talk
a
that the
there's
war's
the
not
tell. There's
over.
the trigger. That's the trigger. Yesterday, they put a post. I saw it. I got to bring it up. I think I posted it. I think I retweeted it. I think
Yeah.
it's on my X. Hold on here. I gotta bring this up.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I couldn't believe it when I read it. I'm like, there it is.
Of
There it
course
is.
they are. Well,
There it is. Here it is.
you think they forgot what happened 3 months ago? That the
Here it is.
war is over? This war's been going on for eons. So it's not going to end with, you
Right
know,
here, Dale. Look
yeah,
at this.
leave Iran.
That's not it. That's not it. Where is it? It was this guy I found it
So
on.
this could be another flare up with everything else going on. All right. Anyway, I believe you. I just want to show one thing during this interview that's a little bit more macro. If you could unshare for a second, Steve.
Yeah.
Just
One second.
really, and I'll just, and I want your view on it. And I'm just going to give you the technical case for Nat Gas, which I started buying last week. And I just wanted people to understand why
I
I'm
like Nat Gas.
thinking.
I like Nat Gas.
All right, so we're getting a pullback today, but uh, started buying it down here. So, I just started this. I'd be okay if they wanted new lows again, but this is what I'm building the case on. So last year, this was the bottom I called last year, and I'm assuming that this was a completed wave. Okay, and it was a nice wave. It was, I don't know, about $2.50, almost three, no, almost $3.50 from the lows to here. We've been correcting for over 6 months.
Yeah.
This was the first blue candle, and this could be a three or a C, a money wave, and you could end up with a fib extension of this from here
Yeah.
that could get you back to $6, $7. And I actually think
I think it
that down the road into the spring next year will be at your $10 number for you to take a shot at being short. So
well,
this
that
is
would be a
my,
beauty.
and the fundamental story is how are we going to power all these AI data centers?
Yes, I
Not,
heard that gas is going to be in the mix there. I don't know if it's they're
yeah,
they're they're going to be utilizing it. It
I don't
makes
know. Yeah, they have to because nuclear is not ready. So natural gas is the bridge for
yeah, I think so.
electricity demand.
And you got the seasonality coming soon for nat gas too, right? You got what is it? Seasonality nice. November's and December's the strongest for nat gas, and they like to make August kind of September, October. They like to make that low in nat gas
Yeah.
for November blast away, right?
I
So
think
it seems to be lining
Europe's
up.
going to have a problem if they're still depending on natural gas from Russia.
Yeah, I read a
The
report yesterday too. Putin's looking to give
Yeah,
them the finger, it looks like.
yeah.
That's gonna be
So the last one, which is kind of related, are the grains. They've been under pressure forever since the invasion of Ukraine. So I
yeah,
mean, this is where corn was over $8 on the invasion. Okay,
I remember that.
we've been basing for a long time, made a marginal new low, diverging since 24, trying to come out of the hole. And I like corn for being a major bottom. I think beans have a chance for having bottomed, and
Soybean. Yeah.
wheat is bottoming. We're going to diverge here if we make new lows. There's divergence everywhere. There's problems in the grain belt in Ukraine. They have potential drought problems, let alone who knows who's going to farm it this year. So grains and gas is where I'm at
Let
for
me ask you a
big.
question, Dale. You know that Trump is putting all the U.S. troops all around basically this thing. He's already deployed the National Guard, right, to certain cities. And he's saying to clean
Yeah,
up. If if there's a financial crisis, there's going to be riots. For if it's really bad, as you well know.
yeah,
Like, you know,
uh,
Trump, he plans things. He's not going to tell you what he's doing. He's
yeah,
actually going to use something else to help something. Like
yeah,
it's a little bit concerned, but I just want your
yeah.
thoughts on
It's
it.
a
Don't
big
you think it's a
concern.
little bit, he's got the military there.
Yeah,
Let's keep him there. If they're going to want to reset the system, which there's rumblings on, I don't know how this is going to even work.
yeah. I
Like,
don't
what
either. I
happens?
mean, what's
It's
stable
scary,
coin?
actually. I'm scared, Dale.
Do you
I don't
understand
even
stable
know.
coin?
Yeah, I know. Not really,
I
but
don't. I don't know what it means.
like, what happens? Like, do they tie it to that and then they get rid of the debt? Like, how are you going to get rid of 35 trillion? I don't get it.
Go to a CBDC if the dollar falls apart, which I'm not looking for, at least not the first quarter or so. So anyway, yeah, there's so many things going on,
Scary.
Steve. That's why
There
you
is.
know
That's
guns, gold, and grain.
yeah,
So
and food
and
yeah,
energy and
and energy. Yeah.
yeah. So those are the two things I wanted to bring up today. I'm going to let you wrap it with what you think is could be one of the biggest trades in the next 30 days.
Energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you like the
I
nat
hope I'm
gas
right.
too? Good.
But I like nat gas and I like oil. And I
Okay.
think it's, if it would, whether with a trigger or not, the chart's looking good.
Yeah.
But, just make sure you have your level where if it breaks, like I gave with
Yeah.
oil,
Yeah.
61.
Use stops, man. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
I've interviewed Schwager, who wrote Market Wizards, and the guys that made mistakes and still became wizards, their one regret was not having a hard stop.
Absolutely. Especially if it's
Hard
overnight.
stop.
Yeah.
Some guys are disciplined enough to use mental stops. I'm
Hmm.
not. Know thyself.
Hmm.
Okay. There's times like, I tried to short silver yesterday. My timing was off. I got picked off before the decline today. All right. So, that you still have to use your own sense of leverage and timing. But, if I hadn't have used a stop, it could still be going up to new highs.
Yeah.
So even so, everyone's right the market, wrong the trade if they
Hmm.
use stops. But I'd rather have that happen to me than have a major car wreck and then
Absolutely.
not have capital to trade.
Yeah,
So
because it's with big drawdowns, and it's happened to me so many times in my whole life. It's
yeah,
it's such a pain in the ass to make it. Like it's depressing. You gradually make it back, and then you look at that, you're like, Jesus, I just made profit for all of 5 months, and I just gave it away in 1 week
yeah.
by being stupid, right?
I,
And that's
I,
where stops come in to say, look, there's another day, there's another fight, there's another
yeah,
war.
yeah,
Put your gloves back on. If you're not having a good day, walk away from the screens. And there's always another day trading. If the market's not there the next day, then we're probably not going to be here.
yeah.
Um,
So
uh,
bringing that up, do you think that we're gonna this? There's talk that Europe is sabotaging any peace movement. I still think it's Putin that's sabotaging it, but the Europeans are acting. People are interpreting it as they want a war with Russia. Maybe they see Russia's weakness and they think they could take them out.
I think we're already in a war, world
Yeah,
war. I
yeah,
think
we are.
it's scary, man. I don't know. Maybe these prophecies and these fortune tellers there back in the day predicting a world war. I think the writing's on the wall. I think there's a power struggle between China and the States. And just on that military parade yesterday, which
Did you
is
see that? Oh.
shocking. I was like, what the? That's sick.
Why build it if you're not going to use it?
Yeah, exactly. And did you see some of that equipment?
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah,
What do they
yeah,
have that they're saying? It's all the US's technology anyway. They ripped them off.
yeah.
Senators and congressmen need to go to jail, Dale, because it's those guys that gave this technology. I'm telling you, all of this Congress and Senate, they're all paid off. It's known. I don't know what's going on with these arrests. Maybe they're going to do one big sting. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they all got dirt on their hands. The insider trading like crazy. Now they finally
Yeah,
came up. They were talking about this 3 years ago, four
yeah,
years ago. Now they're
yeah,
doing it. And maybe that's
yeah,
the top of the market. Once they do it, that's it. It's like
yeah.
to push them up.
My, how you like paint narratives and technical scenarios. What I
Yeah.
would, what would be my perfect scenario would be the S&Ps correct, unless they're just going to blow to new highs, and they could tomorrow.
Yeah.
Correct, and maybe into September, or maybe we're going to make another new high for a four, and then we melt up one more time to above 7,000, 7,500. But maybe we're going higher first. Like some people are saying 65, 60. You have a number like that up there in the S&Ps?
Let me look at that. NDS up. Up.
Dollar strong.
Yes. There you are.
Bitcoin weak.
I have 65, 65
Okay, there you go. So
above
there's another number. So
580.
it's only 50 handles above the last high we had. So
Yeah.
maybe we're gonna rally into the eclipse and peak then.
But ES
Eh,
does look different than the Nasdaq. Like
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
different now. It's weird. I'm like, whoa.
And
Yeah,
maybe Nasdaq rallies back to that resistance level that you had, which is analogous to this high up here.
makes sense.
So S&Ps make two new all-time highs, and Nasdaq makes two lower highs. That would
So
be a heck of a setup, wouldn't
weird. Maybe the Russell leads now.
it? It is. It is.
So the Russell's not cooperating, and the
Yeah,
Russell economy, right? So usually, back in the day, the Russell used to lead everything.
yeah. Now it's the trash. So
Now it's
you're
tech.
getting, yeah,
Yeah,
and a lot of banks that need lower rates. So lower rates are the relief for Russell. They have a lot of those smaller mid cap banks in there that are holding all that bad paper. It gives them time to breathe.
Do you remember when they asked Trump, this is what's concerning to me, and he kind of gave a tell. I'm sure you know this. Do you remember a reporter went to Trump and said, it looks like he's going to lower rates, right? He's like, it's too late. Did you hear that? Did you hear him say
No,
it's, I did. I'll send you the
yeah.
video.
All right. There's a lot of people that
He
believe
didn't
he's
talk about
way,
that. I'm
but
like, whoa, what's this guy saying? He's like, it's
yeah,
too late. I'm like, he's projected to me. I'm like, is this guy know something that we don't?
yeah.
Is this thing
They
going to
do.
fall? I think he
Yeah,
does. Yeah. Yeah, he
yeah,
does. Why would
yeah.
he say that? It's too late. It's too late. Okay. What are these guys expecting? I don't know. Maybe that's why the military's there. Look, I like to connect dots, Dale, and I think it's a good, sometimes I'm wrong, sometimes I'm right, but usually with Trump, when he does something, there's always another meaning with it. Like he'll see it's because of this, but he actually means something else. That's what I find with him. He'll never tell you.
Well, yeah,
He'll he's always a step ahead. He's like, I'm going to do this, but he's actually doing something else. And that's what I think going into 2026 is probably not good.
Yeah,
I don't think,
I would think, there's some people saying we won't have an election. So we'll see.
yeah,
All we could do is trade it
that's right.
and have faith
But
and hope.
faith is
Hope,
important.
hope, Steve. Don't
Hope.
give up hope.
Sure. I remember that.
When you're trading, don't use it.
Sure.
In your life, you need it. It's your oxygen.
You got the B there for Bitcoin. Is it hope for Bitcoin?
Uh,
Hope for stable coins?
well, you know what, Steve? Your gold and your Bitcoin won't save you anyway.
That's true. Yeah. What's that going to do? Uh, dude, well done.
Anyway, we'll just trade it, help people, guide them the best that we can, and just believe that you know everything's for the good. And we have to go through all kinds of cycles. We had a very good ride in our life and during the peak prosperity of Western civilization on this continent, where our grandparents had to live through a depression and a world war.
Yeah.
We've had it pretty much scot free, besides recessions and wealth
It's,
has grown. The music used to be great.
yeah.
We lived in the sweet spot, so I guess it's payback time.
I think so. I kind of like the older days better than now, to be honest, where there
Yeah.
was no phones. And I don't know. That's just me.
Well, let's
But
get some AI guy to create a time machine so that we could go
you
back there. Uh,
probably already have one, to be honest.
yeah.
Because
Steve,
with this,
it's so great hanging out with you for
awesome. Always a pleasure
half an
speaking.
hour, an hour. Um, let's uh, let's have a great fall season. Let's have a bumper crop, and you and I will talk after the harvest.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dale. And likewise, I enjoy speaking with you, Dale. One of the best out there, Dale. And enjoy. I love these shows when I speak to you because it's like I'm speaking to you at the bar. Having
Yeah,
a.
we'll have to do it before the end days, huh? All right.
Take care, Dale.
All
Have a,
right.
take
Follow
care.
Steve at the Pivot King on X. Go to his website and check it out. He's got skills. Okay, he's got
Right.
skills, and you can learn these skills. From us guys that have been at this for a long time. We're not going to be at it forever. Learn now while the opportunity is there to learn from veterans.
Good
Okay.
time.
Okay. So don't just count your pips, count your blessings. You guys, this will be on video for you guys to watch again with Steve. There's some great pearls in this interview.
Awesome.
Adios, adios, my trading warrior brother.
Dale. Ciao.
Adios. See ya. That's
Take care.
it, everyone.